Hello and welcome back. I'm Adam and this is AJD Reacts. If you're new, could you please like, subscribe and comment? And what we'll be doing in this video is reacting and giving you interesting facts about classic songs. So we're starting off with Simon and Garfunkel's The Sound of Silence, which is one of my favourite songs of all time. Let's just get straight into it. This is from the 1981 concert in. Can you believe this concert was free? 500,000 people turned up. That's unbelievable. Must be one of the best. I was lucky enough to see Paul Simon at Hyde Park 2018 for his last ever European show. When they sung Sound of Silence, that was the best musical experience of my life. Unbelievable. Because everyone sings along and it's like the crowd almost become an orchestra, the choir. And yeah, so we use some basic facts. So the original version was released in 1964. It was part of their audition for Columbia Studios, and then it was released later that year in September as part of the Wednesday morning 3 a.m. album. So it wasn't that successful. It didn't really capture the imagination of the audience, but I think that was more a sign of the times, and folk was kind of dying out. When you look at Bob Dylan the year before with the Newport County Festival, bringing on a electric guitar, and yeah, folk was dying out, and this kind of, again, put a nail in the coffin. It wasn't successful. So the producer of the song, Tom Wilson, in 1965 released a remix with electric instruments and drums. Simon and Garfunkel weren't aware of this, but it paid off. The following year, in January 1966, it had become number one, and the rest is history, as they say. I think the electric version's better. I think the acoustic's more atmospheric though, but it's all about playing for the audience. Like I say, electric was the king genre. So yeah, I love the way that they sing together, especially in this version where Simon's like really monotonal, and then Art Garfunkel, the combination of voices is really something in this song. So the song is about loneliness, which, if you look at Paul Simon's lyrics, quite later on with the Only Living Boy in New York, loneliness about losing Art Garfunkel going off to pursue his movie career. And this is before that, but again, quite melancholic loneliness from Paul Simon. He said in an interview that it wasn't something that I was experiencing at some deep, profound level. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's listening to anyone. It was a post-adolescent angst, but it had some level of truth to it, and it resonated with millions of people, largely because it had simple and singable melody. So many people think the song is about the counterculture, the youth against the adults, the older generation. Not sure how that truly is, but when you look what's going on in that era, the civil rights movement, Vietnam, there's wars, and so the Buffalo Springfield song, For What It's Worth, young people speaking their minds, getting so much resistance from behind. Whereas in the Simon and Garfunkel song, they're not getting anything back. It's silence. Whether it is that or it's just a song about loneliness, I guess we'll never know. It speaks to the rise of advertising and the television culture Whereas they just described their neon gods, profits they've made, written on the subway walls. It's almost like Andy Warhol with the pop art, where he would almost make an idol of a tin of soup or Marilyn Monroe. It kind of speaks to that culture and generation. I think it's definitely one of the best songs of all time, lyrically, musically. Art Garfunkel's voice. Art Garfunkel, I think, is one of the most underrated musicians. He's kind of pinned in with Paul Simon, which is understandable. They're a duo, but his voice is something else. Yeah, I don't think he gets the credit he deserves as an artist. So anyway, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, could you like and subscribe, please? I'll be doing more. Again, if you have any recommendations, something you'd like me to listen to, I'd like to do some first time hearings if anyone wants any suggestions. This is AJD React. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon.